In this video, we are going to look at the Zimbardo prison journal analysis for the social psychology module. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this module and work through the module, read the corresponding text. I'm also going to access the sidebar pages. On page 3, I will get to the Zimbardo prison study. The information in the module that you will need to access before doing this assignment is listed here. So you see Zimbardo prison study, read the information. Here is a video. Here is another video. There's the feature film. I would watch that. This is a huge study in psychology and one that you'll need to know. You will see it over and over again in all sorts of classes that you take. Not just psychology related. Down at the bottom, you'll see the Zimbardo prison journal analysis. You're discovering attitudes can affect actions, but actions can also affect attitudes. Sometimes we act in a way we never imagined ourselves capable of. When challenged about our behavior, we can be quick to justify and rationalize our actions. Don't believe me? Let's further investigate Zimbardo's prison study. I'm going to scroll back up and I'll see I have my handout and my journal rubric. And then here are my resources that I'm going to use in this. So let's click on this. For the journal analysis, here's the background. An innocently planned study to examine the relationship of actions and attitudes spiraled into an out-of-control violation of participant rights that was stopped in 6 days. It was supposed to last 2 weeks. What went wrong? The task. So go to, and here's a link to the website, the prison experiment website, and progress through the slideshow on Phil Zimbardo's prison experiment. Make note of the rapid transformations of participant behavior, paying close attention to the way the situation affected the subject's behavior. In a reflective journal, answer the following in detail. What you're not doing is just answering these 6 questions. You're answering them in a formal journal entry. So this is a formal APA style paper in which you'll use these as your guiding questions. So respond to, how did the police procedures used during the arrest lead people to feel confused, fearful, and dehumanized? In the debriefing, many of the guards exemplified cognitive dissonance. In fact, one said he was running his own little experiment and that's why he was so mean. Explain cognitive dissonance and why the guards would be demonstrating this. If you were a guard, what type of guard would you have become and how sure are you? 3, what prevented the good guards from objecting or countermanding the orders from tough or bad guards? In comparison to Milgram's study, why do we conform easily to perceived authority figures? If you were a prisoner, would you have been able to endure the experience? What would you have done differently than the subjects did? If you were imprisoned in a real prison for 5 years or more, could you take it? Given what we have discussed on ethics, was it ethical to do this study? Was it right to trade the suffering experienced by the participants for the knowledge gained by the research? The experimenters did not take this issue lightly, although the slideshow may sound somewhat matter-of-fact about the events and experiences. If you were the experimenter in charge, would you have done this study? Would you have terminated it earlier? And is there a scenario that could be set up that wouldn't have turned out this way? You could also think about if there was a different scenario, would they have gotten the same results as they did in the study? So again, I really recommend going through the video itself. The link will take you through to the slideshow. While you're watching the video and going through the information in the module and in your e-text, have this paper handy and maybe take a couple of notes to prepare your journal entry. Again, follow APA format, double spacing throughout, a separate works cited page, hanging indentions, double spacing through your citations. And when you're complete, turn it into Canvas.